From the outside, this small bakery is just another quiet Baltimore business. But if you watch the Food Network, you'll recognize the atmosphere, the faces, and that signature laugh. The charming cakes made here are featured on the hit show Ace of Cakes.
Make it bigger, make it better, make it awesome.
Now the show's on all over Europe, it's all over South America. I really want to meet the guy who dubs my voice in Finnish.
Not bad for a guy who calls himself a redneck from Massachusetts.
Small town, 3 stoplights, 9 cops. And I came down to Baltimore for undergrad. I don't know, there was just something about Baltimore, I loved it.
With a new backdrop came a new culinary style.
I did my first competition, cake decorating, and I walk in there and I had an arc welder with me and a bunch of tools and duct tape. And they're just like, why do you have a belt sander? I'm like, why don't you have one?
Duff decided to begin his own business the same way he decorated his cakes, on his own terms.
Pretty much the reason why I opened a bakery and I opened it here is that I'm also in a band, and I wanted to play music and I wanted to be able to go on tour. I would schedule, I would black out dates, so that would be when we'd go on tour. And still to this day, we're still operating like that.
So now he balances a whisk with a bass guitar and can be gone for weeks at a time, leaving the product up to a staff that shares his unique enthusiasm.
Everybody that works here is definitely I went to college with, I've known for a long time, or they're like a friend of a friend.
The dirt is working for Duff is exactly what it looks like on television.
I maybe started with an idea of, hey, let's make these cakes a little bit sort of twisted, a little bit different, but they've taken the ball and run with it.
And that twisted baking style hasn't changed since.
Blinking lights on it, and the head spun around, it screamed exterminate at you. I mean, there's plenty of places to get a sheet cake with your kid's Little League picture, photoshopped on top of it, right? We don't do that.
And once Ace of Cakes began airing, audiences were immediately stuck to Duff and his crew like fondant to buttercream.
It's definitely weird. I started the bakery thinking that I'll be able to pay my bills and be in a band, right? And now we get stopped all the time for autographs.
It's been a very strange thing to get used to because we're not performers, and it's not like, oh, I loved you in this movie, or oh, I love this album that you created. They say, oh, I love you, because we're just ourselves on TV.
People are like, oh, you must get sick of hearing this, but I'm a big fan. It's like, no, I don't get sick of hearing that. I love hearing that. Say it again. Come on, hit me one more time, you know what I mean?
The bakery's reputation is rubbing off on the city that it calls home as well.
One of the absolute joys that this whole show has brought to us is to be able to have Baltimore be known for something positive and fun and creative.
I think that Baltimore really gets a bad rap. I mean, I travel a lot. I'm all over the place, and people are like, oh, you're from Baltimore. Ooh.
People said, oh, The Wire, or oh, Homicide, and that's a truthful side of the city, but it's not all of the city.
It's also music and art and food and culture and 1,000 other things.
It's that passion for the city that keeps Duff grounded right here, despite his growing fame.
I sort of feel like we sort of won the lottery.
Because when it comes down to it, he runs a bakery, not a reality show.
There's plenty of other people out there that are just as good, if not better. The fact that Food Network chose to film us, kind of gives us a really big sense of gratitude.
For me, it's all about the cake.
But, we could still kick Martha Stewart's ass.